Our country is built on an idea. It's an idea so powerful that some of us have died to protect it. It shapes our connection, our politics. It forms the fabric of our daily lives. And it seems so fundamental we rarely pause to consider its significance. But here's the thing. This notion is entirely uncrafted. And although it feels like it's getting stronger and it's always going to be here, the truth is, it's becoming more fragile than we realize. This concept is a community. It's built when people with shared interests, value and goals come together, interact regularly, support each other, and work towards a common objective, creating a sense of belonging within the group. That's called a community. You are not just a person who happens to live in Manchester. You are Mancunian, or Londoner, or Brummy, or Scouse. With what our leaders are doing, we are slowly losing this community. So let's stop for a moment to learn why this idea has existed forever and how it got us here. Because once you do, it makes sense why we should keep this concept alive. So help me build this community.
Ladies and gentlemen, patriot, truth seekers, digital warriors. As you already know, this is not a regular broadcast. This is Operation Airways Liberation. And right now it's on the surge. As you can see from the counter, 3 days or 4 days before the Great Awakening. 4 days until the regime illusion crumbles, because the patriots will take the city. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. You know we're going to be broadcasting live everywhere from London. Now, I wait to come on today. As always, I'm always late. This was meant to be a 5 p.m. sharp broadcast. But, yeah, it doesn't, sometimes it just never works, innit? You plan for 5 o'clock, and let's say it's like 1 o'clock, and you know, okay, you got 3 hours to prepare, ready, and you're reading all these things, and you're reading all these paperwork, and you've seen all these things, and you're looking at all these local news, and you're like, all right, I got enough time. I got 3 hours, 4 hours. It's okay. 5 o'clock is far away. It won't be here very soon. By the time it's here, I'll be ready. That was me today. I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to be fine. Then 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I'm like, oh God, I'm not even ready. I'm not even ready. So I was not even ready. So the last 1 hour, I had to read all these things, ready to deliver a powerful broadcast to you guys, of course. And we're here. And I got a lot of things, I got a lot of stuff to cover here. I really do. And I think today is going to be very important. It's going to be an important broadcast. We're going to talk about the UK police. They've lost their way. We can't complain about that anymore. They've lost their way. We need to basically kick everybody out and recruit people who are ready to work. We can't have police going and arrest people because they feel sad. No. We want police to go out there to arrest the criminals. We want criminals in jail. We want people who meant to be in jail to be in jail. That's what we want. We don't want police officers going out there arresting kids because they're wearing a t-shirt with the England flag. Like, what is going on? And all these section 14, section 4, section 2, we need to kind of look at these things and be like, which one needs to go? So we're going to talk about the police. And then we're going to talk about this digital ID. I mean, I've been very vocal about this. I'm always talk about it. This Technocrat machine, they're trying to take over by force. They're creating problem. And then they are bringing this digital ID as a solution. Yeah, Shabana Mahmood, that's basically her first task in government as a home secretary is to bring in or introduce the digital ID, and that's a problem. And we need to talk about that. So I'm gonna cover that heavily. I'm gonna criticize it. We're gonna go off on that. We also want to talk. I want to talk about this inside fighting, or maybe I should say, this censorship in the right wing politics. I don't know what's going on, but a lot of individuals are fighting each other. I don't think that helps. I don't think that will help these two big parties who are emerging. They're getting themselves to the place where they are dreaming about being in parliament. These two parties, one of them being Reform UK, and they're just constantly fighting each other on the right, and I think that's not gonna help. So maybe I might cover that if we have enough time. And I'm gonna talk about France. I don't know if you've noticed this, but France is basically bracing for a terror attack within hours after a video was released by Islamists threatening the government if the government doesn't release their prisoners, or if the government doesn't release the murderer who killed 3 people. Basically, these individuals, these Islamists in the video, will go and attack France. So the French police and all the counterterrorism organizations, they are basically bracing for an impact. We need to talk about that and how it's like in the UK too, and we're probably in the same situation. But yeah, and also I want to talk about Nepal. Yeah, a tiny little country you wouldn't even see on a map. You gotta really zoom in to see Nepal on the map because it's very tiny on a mountain, very cold, very beautiful when you talk about natural views and all the things. So somewhere that you want to take your wife, but Nepal is on fire. The government tried to shut down the social media. They tried to shut down every single person, censoring the whole nation. And they got they seen a great awakening. Basically everything's on fire. The parliament buildings is on fire. The politicians had to fly. Some politicians lost their wife because their wife got burnt in a house. The people went off. They went crazy because the parliament wanted to block all these social medias, and these guys were like, no, on my watch. And the Great Awakening just erupt. And then at the very end, I got a very powerful message to the ladies. Notice that we have a lot of females watching this show. I think we have a lot. Usually a lot of media has like 5% girls watching, females, maybe 10%. But we have like 40%. That is great. That is huge. So that means we attract females in the show, and I'm grateful for that. I want you guys to be involved in politics because it does affect a lot of your, because the men are making the decisions and it's affecting your life. So it's great to see females watching and talking and involving in politics. That is great. And I got a huge message for you today. At the very end, I'm going to deliver it. It's very simple. It's about safety because the video that just emerged from Charlotte in US is frightening, and I think it's happening in the UK too. But it's just that we've not seen something like that before. Well, we have, but it's not gone that public like this one. So let's get straight, man. Let's get straight. Before we get into it, I wanna. We're fighting a great war. We're fighting this thing with YouTube. They're trying to take us off online. They're fighting us. They're censoring the show. They are just coming hard. And they got 16 days to reply to our how would I say? To our counterattack. Yeah, they got 16 days to reply. So I hope it's a good one. I hope they reply with no attack at all, but with, hey, you can enjoy and you can grow on YouTube now. Hey, no more censorship. That's what we're hoping for. But we just need to be prepared. So I need your help. Yesterday I posted a video about asking you for help, and the response was amazing. And it's just the beginning. We need to keep going. We've been fighting YouTube for 9 months now. I've taken the blow for 8 months. Now I'm inviting you the last 1 month, or the last 16 days, while I'm waiting for the response. I need your help, and there's no better way for us to beat them than coming together as people. So here's the video. I need your help. Then we're gonna get into the show, and I got a lot of things to deliver. We might even talk about Donald Trump, you know, his secret letter, you know, what's the last word? May every day be another secret. Yeah, maybe we might talk about him as well. So brace yourself for an impact. But right now, I need your help. Thank you so much for watching that video. We need your help. I'm in big trouble right now. I need your support. I've been needing your support for a very long time, but because I'm stubborn and I didn't feel like I didn't want to ask anybody for help. Back in January, they demonetized this channel, they censored us. I thought I'm gonna fight them by myself, so I never asked you for help. So I just kept on giving, and I was doing everything for free. I was doing all this stuff. I was covering the expense. I was just maximize my credit card, all this stuff. Because I thought, man, I'm gonna fight it off. I'm gonna, we're gonna build this big, huge empire. We're gonna seize the airwaves, and we're gonna be the best, biggest video, radio, broadcasting, television station in the UK. I just kept on going. That's in January. So I'd never really asked your help. Now it's been 9 months. I'm in more shit than ever before. So I need your support. I need to keep this channel alive. If in the next coming days, if we don't get your support, I don't know. I'm not sure what YouTube would do. They might just they might just cut us offline. I'm not sure what they might do. And it's so scary because they're not just cutting the channel, they are cutting my face on the app as well. So that's dangerous. That means I won't go on other channels. So I need your support. If you've been standing on the fence, if you've just been watching from the sideline, this is your time for you to jump in. We are out of players and we need you to jump in the pitch and play. We need you to come and score because we are losing this game. We've been losing for 8 months. And it's been 9 months now. This is the last month until I hear back from them, and I need your support to fight whatever that comes. So, if you haven't support, or if you have support and you feel like you still got something to put in, go to thebarakashow.com and leave your donation or anything that you can, or just click the first link in the description. It will take you straight to Stripe, where you can just leave a donation. We need your support. This is serious. We don't need it tomorrow. We need it now. If you can, of course, if you can do it.
And the show host, Baraka Amuri.
So yeah, we do need your help, but let's get on with the stories. First story. Oh God, where do I start with this story? Because this story is kind of like, we shouldn't be covering this sort of stuff. This should be coming from like North Korea. This sort of story should be coming from like China. Maybe Venezuela, all these communism, all these silly, well, respectfully, countries where they have dictators who dictate how they want the country to be run. They don't have a full democracy. But we do. So we should not be having these sort of stories to cover. But we have to cover it now because that's what we are. This is where the UK is heading. Well, this is where basically we've arrived. This is where we are. Where people are getting arrested. Where you see police officers, they're not out there looking for people with carrying a knife. They're not out there looking for people who are committing a crime. They're not out there trying to save young girls from being sexually assaulted in the public. They're not out there for that. No, they're out there to talk to you, get your reaction, and if you call them a word, I mean any word, you say muppet, you call him a muppet, yeah, you're arrested. Yeah, the police will arrest you for calling them a muppet. Yeah, I don't know, folks, but yeah, here's a video I want you to watch. There's multiple videos, and it's insane because I got another video where somebody else got arrested for talking. Yes, I know. You're probably saying, Barack, really? Yeah, a guy got arrested for talking, and another one got arrested for calling a police officer a muppet. It's insane. It's like, what the heck is going on? And the reason, but let me show you this video, then I'm gonna break it down.
Committing an offence?
Yeah, obstructing the highway.
No, the police are obstructing the highway.
Offences in relation
your police one's obstructing the highway.
Yeah, that is allowed to do because I'm dealing with an incident that's protecting me.
There's no
Okay.
incident to deal with. You came to me, and that's
Yeah,
what we're doing.
I came to you because
And I
I was
told you.
concerned about your
Right.
behaviour. Okay. And I am still
Inspector, you are
concerned with your
dismissed.
behaviour. Bye bye.
Don't wish to speak to you anymore.
Good.
Absolute muppet.
I find that offensive as well. That is your first warning regarding public order. If you call me a muppet again, I will arrest you. Okay? Public order. Harassment allowed distress.
Are you being serious?
No, I am very
You
serious.
are going to be very, very famous
Okay.
by the end of today,
Right.
my friend.
If you-
Very famous.
If you call me a muppet again, I will arrest you for
I'm just... Let me get out of the way, because now I'm obstructing the road. I'm going to prove to you now...
calling me a muppet is offensive.
I am going to prove to you, Inspector, on camera, that
Right.
I
You're
am
under
not
arrest for harassment, alarm and distress.
committing anything.
Yeah, obstructing the highway.
No,
And
these are...
If you think that came out from like a movie where it's like a drama and all this thing, joke stuff, comedy, no, that is real. The police officer arrested a guy for calling him a muppet. Yeah. Oh, I'm offended. You've been arrested. Section 4. What? Really, officer? And this altercation came about after the police officer was blocking, somebody was blocking the road. And the result of man walking away saying to the police officer is an absolutely a muppet. And you obviously we just watched right now. That's what it was. Somebody was, I don't know if the police officer was blocking the road or if he was blocking the road, but somebody was blocking the road. And I wouldn't call it rage, road rage, but it's just totally out of control. That's the police today. They're busy out there. Basically, almost the resources we spend, like I think 3 million on police a year. Yeah, this is what they're doing. They wanna arrest you for tweeting. So online, you're getting arrested too. In face, you're getting arrested too. Where else do you get arrested? You get arrested for doing everything. And now I'm gonna show you a video where another guy got arrested for talking. Yeah, you see what I'm doing right now? I'm committing a crime. Somebody might knock the door. No, they don't even knock. They're gonna bang the door. Yeah, this is where we are today. I want to show you that one. You either get mad or laugh. So, I've been mad for a very long time. I'm mad at YouTube. They've censored us. But, yeah, this is where we are. Here's cut two.
So I've been sat around there all this time, yet you decide to come and talk to me when I'm leaving.
Okay. Well, if you're going back to me, you're under arrest for Section 4A public order offence.
Just give us your camera.
Hang on a minute,
It's not
hang on a
damaged.
minute.
We don't want to damage
We'll explain the circumstances. Go that for a second.
Listen, all I'm going to say is, do you guys really want to do this?
Yes, we do.
Right,
Yeah.
you're arresting me for what offence?
Section 4A public order.
Public order for what? Second
Put
Put your
pictures?
hands to your back.
Just listen when I call it, gives you a caution.
Hang on a minute, are you body cam on? Are you recording?
they're all recording.
Right, can you identify yourself please, all of you?
PC 692.
PC 1823.
870.
Sergeant,
1823.
1823.
Yeah. Put your hands to your back then.
Right, do that, mate.
Is this really necessary?
At the minute,
Insane.
we don't know if you're carrying anything
Insane.
that might harm us.
anything
We don't know
like
anything about you.
Oh, that's a
Can't
fair.
see your face, so just out of precaution.
All right, let me just,
So we
let
don't
me
end
just
up.
speak. That's a fair comment. I'll let you have that.
All right, yeah.
But I don't have anything what's going to harm you.
Everybody says that to us, don't they, mate?
And I'm
You know what I
actually
Yeah.
just going to go in lobby because it's a beautiful lobby.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some, because I ain't got any stills. I'm
My
going to take
colleague's
some
going to tell you
stills and then I'll go
the
in.
circumstances for why you've been arrested.
Am I being arrested or being detained?
mean?
Been arrested, I just said the caution.
Arrested?
Yeah.
Well, what have I done wrong?
Can you hear the caution?
Section 4A public order.
Do you know the
Right.
caution again, or are you?
Well, what have I done? Tell me what I've done.
There's been a member of the public who you've apparently been shouting at and calling him a muppet.
Right, I'm up it, yeah, and?
You caused him alarm and distress.
She was very upset.
Right, well, I'm gonna be straight with you guys now.
Don't
Right.
forget you're under caution.
You're under caution.
I can feel you
You've got
shaking.
your
I can feel
rights.
shaking.
caution,
Calm,
mate.
calm
Not
down.
shaking, mate.
Calm down. You are shaking.
Right, you've got your
I'm gonna,
rights.
I'm gonna
Don't
tell
talk
you now.
about it.
I'm gonna
Should we go into the office?
Yeah.
calling somebody a
Before you
muppet.
go
So I've been.
Oh God. Yeah. I can't believe they kept a straight face. Did you hear the voice at the very back saying he's very alarmed right now? It's very offensive. Oh God. We have big problems in this country. We have people carrying knife, people stabbing each other every single day. But these guys are willing to go out there arresting people for being called a muppet. I mean, I don't know where we're heading, but wherever we are going, it's not good. Something needs to happen. Something needs to happen for sure. Now, so that guy got arrested for basically saying, calling the police officer a muppet, and I'm not sure what happened for him to call him that, but we just watched the first video. It wasn't that serious. It wasn't that bad. The guy was angry. The roads was blocked, and he just said, "You fucking muppet, absolutely a muppet." That's what I said. That's what he said, and he was walking away, and the police officer saying, "Hey, that's offensive. Actually, I'm offended. I'm coming to arrest you." That's what the first clip we just watched. So that guy clearly got arrested, and is probably fighting a legal fee, or maybe missed work, whatever is going on. So we don't know much about that. Now this other video is just like another police, another like waste of money type of investment we're putting into these police officers. So I want you to watch this video. This guy's getting arrested for talking. I mean, like, talk about censorship. Oh God, they don't even want you to talk. That's like next level stuff. I think North Korea is probably better off. I'm sure those guys still talk. But now you're gonna get arrested for talking. So here's a video I want you to watch. And I'm not making stuff up here. All these things, they got visual backing. And thank God we do, because if they didn't, I would not believe anybody telling me this. If somebody was to come to me saying, "Hey, I got arrested for talking in the UK," I'll be like, "Yeah, you're lying, bro." Even if somebody comes to me from China and like, "Oh, I got arrested for talking," I'll be like, "Nah, you're lying, bro." But we got video of a police officer telling a guy, "You're under arrested." For what? For talking. Really? How? But yeah, here's a video.
I need to give you a
Just tell me why you're arresting me.
For talking.
For what, sorry?
For talking.
Talking?
Talking. I got a slight stammer, alright?
You arrested me for talking?
For talking.
I don't understand you.
Talking.
Honestly,
I think... I need to give you a
Just tell me why you're arresting me.
For talking.
For what, sorry?
For talking.
Talking?
Talking. I got a slight stammer, alright?
You arrested me for talking?
Yeah, I'm trying.
I don't understand you.
I'm trying to hear this clip. Maybe it was edited like to be perceived as like the police arrested a guy for talking. I'm trying to like, let me just hear it one more time. Well, listen to me. Listen with me. Let's break it down. Is the police officer really said you're getting arrested for talking? Because that's like, what the heck?
Just tell me why you're arresting me.
For talking.
For what, sorry?
For talking.
Talking?
Talking. I got a slight stammer, alright?
You arrested me for talking?
For talking.
I don't understand you.
Talking.
Honestly.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Got arrested for talking. Man, I've been talking for a long time. They are coming for me. Oh God, I better shut up. If that video is true, if that is real, we are in trouble. We are in trouble. You're gonna have to walk in silence. No more talking. Talk about George Orwell. This is like, George Orwell was like a, yeah, this makes George Orwell look like a walk in the park. Because we are arrested for talking now. If that video is real. Yeah. Yeah, somebody just said the lip syncs looks of it. Yeah, so the guy got arrested for talking. Hey folks, if you're talking right now, be careful. Be careful. Now, of course, there's a lot of things I want to cover with these stuff. People are getting arrested for calling a police officer a muppet. You're getting arrested for talking, and apparently that's not, that's not the threshold. They are going a bit far, right? So they are going a little bit far, and now they're arresting people for carrying, well, they've arrested an 11 years old kid who was seen in public wearing an English flag. Yeah, that's where, like, you have to draw the line. Yeah, these police officers were dragging the kid, the kid was like crying on the floor, and the police officer is dragging the kid, and everybody else is shouting, and yeah, they're just trying to arrest the kid. Some people might say, hey, maybe the kid did something that we don't know. Yeah, that's another, that is up for debate. That is up for researching. I'm looking forward for more information about that. Of course, maybe the kid did something, but the video that we have, it clearly shows that these guys are arresting the kid for wearing a English flag. And I want to show you this video. Here's this video. I think it's cut 3 or 4. Sorry. Yeah.
Anyone know?
Yes, they are connected as well. The reason everything around. Some kind of
He's 11. Are you trying to target me or something? Can we take my children and go home? Is that what you want? Yeah. So you're going to target my children, yeah?
I'm not targeting
Yeah, you are.
Anyone know? Yes, they are connected as well.
So everybody was saying, hey, the kid is 11. What are you doing? What are you doing? And the mother's like, hey, are you targeting the kid? And the police is like, hey, you can trust the police. We're going to take the kid and we're going to deal with him. And yeah, whenever we're done, you can come, you can come to the station, or we're going to bring him to you, whatever. You know how they do it. They just take somebody with them, and then the next day they come back home, or, depending how bad the situation or the crime was. But right now, they're dragging this kid, try to take him away, and the kid just had, well, according to the reports, the kid was being arrested for wearing an English flag, and you can see with the English flag is covering himself with the English flag, and the mother is there. Is like, hey, are you targeting my kid? And the police are like, hey, you can trust us. Hey, we gotta take him. This is a big crime. Yeah, you can go back to listen to that clip. But this is where we are, folks. You get arrested for calling a police officer any sort of word, muppet. Yeah, you're getting arrested for that. You're getting arrested for talking. Yeah, I have a big problem with that one, because I'm definitely guilty as hell. Talking every day. Okay, cool. So you're getting arrested for talking. You're getting arrested for wearing or carrying a British flag. Yeah, that is just like, we are diving head forward into wherever we're going, and it does not look good. Something is doing. Somebody needs to come and save us, because, yeah, this is not good. It doesn't look pretty. It doesn't put us. It gives us bad image in the world stage. Because if somebody's watching this from afar, they are laughing. They're like, "What, really?" Like, imagine. I'm gonna cover the Nepal news. The Nepalese are fighting each other, and they're taking the country back. If they watch us, they're gonna be laughing. They'll be like, "What? Man, we're burning up parliaments, we're flipping up all these things, and these guys are getting arrested for talking. Ha ha ha." They're gonna laugh at us. But that's the story. But I wanna include this other one as well. It just shows the hypocrisy with the Met Police. I don't know why they do this. It's like they pick a side when to be tough and when to be weak. And they'll be tough on you for calling them a muppet. But then when somebody else is carrying a knife and stabbing people around or sexually assaulting young kids, they are like soft on those people. And I want to show you this video. It just shows the hypocrisy. Like it's loud and it's blatantly as well. So here's the video. The police officers were being chased away by a lot of black youth, I believe. Well, it seems like. They were being chased away, like literally, like they are chasing them. They are throwing rocks. They are throwing sticks on them. And there was like 20 police officers running to their vans. And you're thinking, wait a minute. So I can get arrested for talking. I can get arrested for carrying a flag. I can get arrested if I call them a muppet. But these guys are throwing sticks. They are throwing stick on the police officers. They are throwing rocks. They are chasing them like they're gonna like do something to them, like harm them physically. But somehow the police officer just keeps on running. They don't go tough on them. I mean, what is going on? So here's a video. Of course, I'm not gonna keep it out. So yeah, here's the video. So as you can see right now, so you can see they're chasing the police officers. This is in London, by the way. They are throwing stuff, rocks, shoes, phones, whatever you have. These guys were throwing at the police officers. They didn't give a heck. Now, of course, as you can see, the police officers running away. There's like 20 police, I think hundreds of police officers. They're running away. So let me just... I think I muted myself instead of muting the video. Oh my god. So this whole time you couldn't hear me. Oh god, what did you miss? My god. Okay, so let's start. So we end with that story. This is why it's good to have the chat on. I'm looking at the chat right now. This is why it's best to have the chat. If I didn't have the chat on, I would have just carried on and the show would have finished. And you guys would be like, hey, we didn't hear anything. I'm like, what? So thank God. Thank God. Actually, I'm going to keep looking at the chat. Now, let's talk about Shabana Mahmood. I think that's where we were. Shabana Mahmood, if I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I don't get arrested for pronouncing it wrong. Because I believe we're in that time in the UK. Now, Shabana Mahmood, with the digital ID, I have a huge problem with that because they've created a problem. They know they can fix this problem easily. They can fix this problem with done. They can fix that, but they choose not to. They leave the border open. Anybody with a dinghy or anybody who can swim can just come through, or anybody with a boat. Or even a yacht, or even an ark. Yeah, the great ark. Put all the animals, put all the things, bring them here. We're gonna put them in a hotel. I'm not referring that to people, by the way, so I'm not calling them animals, just in case. Hey, YouTube, the censorship machine, chill out. Anybody who wants to come in, they can just come in easily. So they know that's a problem, but they choose not to address it because they got this system that will fix everything, and that happened to be digital ID. And hey, folks, if you think like it was bad, like things will get better with the censorship, oh, everything will just be fine, and we'll just like, hey, you know, nobody will get arrested, everything will be cool, fine, good. No, mate. That's not happening here. With this, what you call this, this new thing that they all, it's been going back since what's his name, Tony Blair. He wanted this done long time. In 2011, the Labour Party proposed to bring this into government, the digital ID, and obviously it was booted out by a lot of people. And they were like, oh, okay, since you guys don't want it, we're not going to throw it away, but we're going to create problems, and then it just makes sense for us to just bring it through. I know you guys don't want it right now, but guess what? We're not going to throw it away. We want it and we're going to get it. And that's literally what they do. When they want something, they're going to throw it at you and you're going to have to take it. They're going to force it in your mouth. And this is what this digital ID is. They're going to, like, no matter what the public say, they're going to just want to get it done. And this is where we are. I want to show you a video. The first thing this Shabama Mahmood wants to do is implement digital ID. I mean, what? The first day on your job, you're talking about putting people in this digital Technocrat machine. No, I'm sorry. I reject it. I reject it. So here's the video. Check it out.
Digital ID in the future in order to, one of the reasons to be to tackle migration.
Well, look, my long-term personal political view has always been in favour of ID cards. In fact, I supported the last Labour government's introduction of ID cards. The first bill I spoke on in Parliament was the ID cards bill, which the then Conservative Lib Dem coalition scrapped. So I have a long-standing position, which anybody who's familiar with my...
Because it wasn't in the manifesto, was that a mistake?
Well, I have a long-standing position of my own, which those who are familiar with my political track record will know that is something that I've always supported. And look, my other colleagues in government have started this conversation about how we might roll out more digital ID. As Home Secretary,
yeah,
we do have
they're
to
serious.
The pull factors that are making...
they're not messing around anymore. Digital ID is coming fast. No introduction as well. You wake up one day and you're going places and they'll be like, hey, who are you? Show who you are. You might be here illegally. And you're thinking, wait, I'm David, man. What are you talking about? I was born here. What are you doing? And they'll be like, hey, show your ID. And you're like, all right, you're reaching out for your wallet. And they're like, no, your phone. And you're like, what? Right now, as we speak, there is... well, almost every single thing is on your phone now. I mean, I have to say, I don't really carry my wallet as much. Obviously, I'm very against this, but I have to say, we all just following this blindly because most of us here, I know most of us here don't have our wallet. We don't walk out with our wallet all the time. So we basically are complicit in this because if we was not driving ourselves into this easy access to our money, easy access to the bank account, I think we would not be here, because a lot of people using their phone. Like every time when I go to the shop, I just double tap. I just double click, paid, done. I mean, back in 2017, I believe, 2017-16, when I first got the card, I think I got it like, when I was 14, my dad created a card, Halifax. Yeah, 14. I remember knowing the whole card. I remember knowing the long pin, the sole code and account number, knowing the whole thing. But now I don't even know anymore. Because everything you just tap it, show your face, and it's paid. And you don't even look at the money. It's like Apple is paying for it. You know, if you have Google, it's like Google Pay is paying for it. If you have the Apple Watch, it's like the Apple Watch is paying for it. We just pay for stuff. And the government have seen that. Of course, they knew we were going to get there. They knew we were going to get comfortable with that. With being everything, having everything on the phone, and everything is easy, and we don't have to carry our card because we're clumsy. We might lose it. And they see that, hey, the public is going to get comfortable with this. So guess what? Roll it out. And they tried in 2011. They tried under Tony Blair. They've been trying. And now, guess what? They got this illegal migration on. And for them, they're using this illegal migration as a reason to bring it on. And a lot of people are like, hey, I have no trouble with this. Just bring it on. That's going to stop illegal migration. Really? You think having everybody's life on a phone, having your card, your face, your identity, almost every single thing about you, everything about you, on one system will fix guys coming in boats? Yeah, you must be super arrogant. You must don't know. You've not watched the movies. When you go back and you watch all these the Great Conspiracy by Mel Gibson, and you're seeing these things, and you're like, wait, that's happening right now. When you go back over there and you see the Terminator and you see this AI stuff, and you're like, what is happening right now? And all these things, it's all happening. It's like they make a movie about it. They make a movie, let's say The Matrix or anything. They make a movie about it, and then slowly. And we watch these movies in cinema and we're like, nah, that's not gonna happen. I mean, even COVID, there's movies about COVID before it happened and we're like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Oh man, that was terrifying. Wow, these actors are so good. No way. How can Hollywood pull something like this off? The actions movie. Oh my, wow. And we're just entertained. And next minute, boom, we lived through it for 2 years, 3 years. We all got psyoped into doing things that we never wanted to do. People were driving with mask on, alone. I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, because YouTube hates that. YouTube hates it. Now, digital ID, I'm very against it. And they are pushing it. We all know why they're pushing it. They want to control us. Because they want everything in one system. They want one government. They want one system. And some of you guys are like, okay. Sorry. Some of you guys are like, okay, Barack. Okay. If we get all this, we getting all this because of Labour. Labour are like, Labour is doing this and all this is because of Labour. The Labour Party, Keir Starmer, they are doing everything possible to take our rights away. I mean, let me just slap you with this huge reality check, right? I think all of them are the same. You put Labour, Conservative, Reform UK, bring another new party, put whoever you want to put in it, you put that party, all that is the same. As soon as they get in, they change. As soon as they taste a little bit of power, they don't want to lose it. So when the guy arrives in like a black suit or maybe red tie, when a guy arrives and offer them this big deal or they're going to lose their power, guess what? They end up signing the deal. And that's what we got here where we have the Conservative. They push this online safety act where now you can't really watch things that you like watching. And of course they're saying, hey, we're trying to protect the young kids from watching porn, or we're trying to stop them from watching harmful content. Alright, that's a noble idea. I agree. It's good to stop girls from watching this sort of stuff. I agree. But now you're censoring all this? Yeah. And you can't do anything anymore because that's been signed. And that's where we are today. Where they're just, whatever party, Labour, Conservative, Reform UK, Lib Dems, the Green Party, your party. I don't know about Advanced UK, but I believe once they get in, they're gonna be the same. All these people are the same. You might not agree with that, but hey, that's a great reality check. All of these guys are always pushing something that are against the will of the people. So, digital ID, I'm against it. I just report it to you, and it's up to you for you to spread the noise. Send it to your MP. Tell them, hey, I reject it as well. Me and the Baraka Show, we align with this mission to make sure it stops. We're not taking this. It's not for us. We want to use the paper, yeah. We wanna do research and have notes on our paper. You know, we want to read newspapers, yes. We want things to be printed from a printer. Because we don't want to go all digital. We don't want anybody just watching us. I mean, if you see my camera right now, how can I switch that? If you see this camera, can you see this? Can you see it? Okay, you can't see it. Right now, this laptop is, every single thing is always covered up. The webcam is covered up because I know they watch us. You might be thinking, yeah, technology, they don't watch you until you accept the cookies. No, they're watching you even you accept the cookies or not. Like, you know, one of those things where you talk about something, you're like, I want to get a new camera. Oh my God, the show needs a new camera. That's been me lately, right? I want to get a new camera. And then you go on Amazon, the first thing that's greeting you, ooh, look at this. You know, FX3. You know, Sony camera, good for streaming, good for broadcasting, good for pictures. Oh, good for everything the Baraka Show needs. And you're thinking, hey, how did you know this? Because they've been listening this whole time. They got this technology in everything that just connects to something else, and sends it to the headquarters. And next minute is on your phone, ready to sell to you. So imagine if you have your face on it now. Imagine if you have your bank, everything, all these things. They'll be buying things that they think you need. Amazon will be like, hey, I need you to have this. And they'll order it for you. Imagine. I'm not saying that's what they're going to do, but that's what probably they'll do. If you give them all the control. Right now, you still have control to click buy. What if all the information is there and they have the control to click, yeah, James needs this. Oh yeah, he's been talking about buying a camera. Yeah, he needs this. And next minute he arrives on your door. There's movies about this, for God's sake. And all these governments are just slowly pushing. This is where we are today. Where this show is censored. It's the most censored. I would say, it's the most censored show ever. Right now we have 40 people watching on YouTube. I mean, if you came here in February, we had 14,000 watching live. While we're broadcasting, telling you the truth. Now we barely can get 100. Why is that? Because we tell you the truth. Nobody else is telling you this. And if they do, they either have some big sponsors backing them. We have nobody apart from you. And I've been very grateful about what you guys have been doing. I mean, look at what we've been doing. Look at we've raised so much money to fight YouTube. And this thing was launched yesterday. As you can see on your screen. We try to fight YouTube. £2,500 was raised under an hour. Sorry, not under an hour. Under one day. Just one day we raised that much. So you can tell there's people that watch this show and love what we're doing. Nobody would want to go to work and donate to the Baraka Show. The reason why they donate is because we tell them the truth. We give them every single thing that nobody else is giving them. That's why you guys are here. And of course, and you guys are here, that we have 40 people watching, and somehow we were able to raise £2,500 under one day. And imagine if they didn't suppress the reach of the videos. Imagine if every single people who subscribe to this show was able to get a notification that, hey, Baraka is live. God, that's why we're here. They're censoring hard. And now they're going to push this digital ID where it's like it's game over. It's game over. One day you might go to I think this story is going for too long now. I want to cut it, but I'm very passionate about this because I really do hate this digital ID. I hope you do too. Like this is like, I want this gone. I don't want to see it. Now, EU, they launched this August 8th. They launched this thing called EES, Entry Exit System, and what this does is when you go to the airport. Basically, what they're saying, when you go to the airport, you are so stupid, you are so slow that you take so long to take your passport out. Like, mine's here. To take your passport out. Yeah, mine's always here. To take your passport out and scan it, and when they have to check your face and do all this, you take so long and they don't want to look at you anymore. So they've introduced this new thing called EES, exit entry system, where now when you go to the airport in EU, all you need to do is scan your face. Literally, you go to the robot is sitting there. It's like McDonald's, for God's sake. You're not even talking to nobody anymore. You're just going there, scan your face, and it instantly just scans you and checks you in. Done. No more passport. And everybody's dancing. Everybody's like, oh yeah, finally, I don't have to carry a passport. Really? God. Now when you go somewhere, the camera is just scanning you, scanning your face. Oh yeah, he's just checking. Where is he going? Oh, he's going to a pub. Oh no, he shouldn't go there. Block access. As soon as you go in, the police comes and be like, all right, John, you're not meant to be here. And you're like, wait, how do you know my name? And how do you know I was here? And they're like, bro, we have your face. We have your name, and here's the copy of your passport. Here's your fingerprint, everything. And that's what the UK wants. But they are telling you like, oh, we just want to stop illegal migration because, you know, they are putting so much pressure on public services, and we're doing everything we can to stop them from entering the country. So then you have, you know, for us to achieve that goal, we need you to put your face on this system. And a lot of people are like, yeah, I'll do it. Scan my face. Really? Grow up, guys. All right, that's over. Shabama Mahmood. I don't like what you're doing. That's not good. I hate it. I hope this thing gets thrown in the bin. But we're going to keep fighting. And we're going to keep going to make sure we don't get digital ID everywhere. Because that's a problem. Now, I want to move to the next story. This other story is... how should I introduce this story? This story is... for some people, this story is like big. For YouTube, this story is like algorithm cracking censorship type of stories. So I don't know if I should report it to you guys. I'm not sure. I don't know. But viewer discretion advised. And if YouTube is watching this, I just want to report this. I'm not pushing anything. I'm not discriminating any sort of group. If you're watching this, whoever you are, because I know you've been waiting, you know, I know YouTube is reviewing this channel, and they've been doing that for 9 months. I don't know what else they're reviewing, or maybe they're just waiting for us to say something that they deem offensive, or they deem, you know, breaching the contract with YouTube partnership. I mean, I'm not trying to do that. I just want to report the news, and that's what I'm going to do right now with this next video. So, ladies and gentlemen, patriots, truth seekers, we're about to get in trouble. So here's the news. Here's the next story. So, a British lady confronted oh God, are you ready? An English woman confronted Pakistani Muslim about grooming gang. She was direct. She was furious. And I would say, rightfully so. So she was confronting this, and this video is a bit old, by the way. This video is like 2-3 years old, or maybe longer. I did some research to figure out. Yeah, it's not recent. It's old video. But they were having a debate. They were having a debate back and forth, and this clip has gone viral, and I want to report it to you guys. And we're gonna talk about Raja Mir. He's been very critical about this, grooming gang and stuff. And he's been out there shaking the institution, you know, and they're falling one by one. And we just seen we just seen Angela Rayner running away. So he's very yeah, he's vocal about this and he's been making a lot of change. So we're gonna talk about Raja Mills. Now let me show you this video. First of all, it's alarming and it's powerful and it sends a strong message. And I think everybody should watch this. So here's the video.
With me that gang raping children is not going to cause them serious physical and mental harm, and the difference is there's been 1 million white children, 1 million white kids in the last few decades that have been raped by Muslim Pakistani men. It is targeted, and our community have a right to be angry. If it was any other country and any other peoples, they'd be burning down the homes and trimming them out the country. But because white people are so tolerant, so far all we've done is demos, but that will come to an end, and I assure you. And we don't involve ourselves in gratuitous violence and terrorism. We're white people. We desolate continents, we wipe out civilizations, and we start world wars. So far we've been tolerant, but you wait until that tolerance is gone, when the Anglo-Saxon no longer wishes to tolerate with me that gang raping children is not going to cause them serious physical and mental harm. And the difference is there's been 1 million white children, 1 million white kids in the last few decades that have been raped by Muslims.
So yeah, that's the lady. I believe her name is Katie. I think she's been censored hard. I was trying to get her on the show, but I think it'll be impossible to do so. But that's what she was doing, confronting the Muslim for grooming gang. I'm not claiming that he was a part of the grooming gang, of course not. But they were just having a civil debate, and it just blew over, and she just fire. She said, "We desolate continents, we wipe out civilization, and we start world war." I mean, talk about pride. Yeah. So that's the video. Oh God, I think maybe we got in trouble now. YouTube is like, man, how dare you reporting something like this? This is too powerful, Barack. But yeah, for the YouTube people who are watching, listen, we just want to report the news. And if you're gonna be fair about it, just uncensor this channel. Let us fly. Let us compete with the big boys. Yeah. Now, here's Raja Mills. He's out there. Obviously, as you guys know him, he's vocal, he's loud about this stuff, you know, and he's from my town as well. So I'm proud of that. You know, the Mancunians are not quiet on these sort of situations. So hey, shout out to Raja, man. Thank you so much for putting us on the map. Thank you. Appreciate you, boss. One day we're gonna meet very soon. I mean, I had the opportunity to meet you, but I just never turned up. Yeah, I'm gonna meet you very soon. Not that you knew I was gonna meet you, but the protest that you're holding in Manchester town, next time I'm gonna meet you. Now, here's a video. Here's what the media have been doing now, basically. What they're doing is they're trying to because they see a lot of people are like saying, hey, you know, calling out the perpetrators. They see that a lot of people are calling out the perpetrators. So they're like, how can we dilute their message? Maybe just distract them and just stop them from talking about perpetrators. That's what the media has been doing. I believe that's why I'm censored. I believe that's why our channel has been demonetized. I believe that's why a lot of people who speak about this get, you know, police kick their doors and stuff. So yeah, they're trying very hard to basically calm the public down on pointing fingers on the perpetrators, and they want everybody to feel like, hey, the perpetrators are with us as well. Now, we all know that a lot of these people who committed this disgusting crime were Pakistani men, and that's a fact, right? And that's been proven. But obviously they don't want us to say that. Now, here's a video in Parliament where you see a Pakistani MP, an MP from Pakistan, speaking about this, calling for people to be mindful on how they talk about grooming gang, because they are upsetting, or maybe they are being they're being very confronted. They're confronting the perpetrator, and that's not good. Obviously, I disagree with that. I think if somebody does it, you point the finger at them so people know, hey, it's him. But obviously they don't want us pointing fingers. So here's the video I want you to watch. Let me quickly find it here on this Technocrat system. I hope it still exists. I would not be surprised if this thing is taken out. Let me see. So here it is. Raja Mills. I think that's cut 7. Yes, cut 7. This is the video that Raja Mills posted. Here's a cut.
Iqbal Mohammed.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I would like to pay tribute to the Minister for the work and thank her for her statement. Madam Deputy Speaker, this crime is absolutely abhorrent. Every single victim and survivor of this crime must get justice, no matter who the perpetrator, Pakistani, Indian, English or anyone. So please, can we dial down the politicisation and the inflammatory rhetoric in this place and show total compassion and empathy when we work together to tackle this scourge in our country for every single victim. And finally, may I ask the Minister for a meeting with me and my colleagues so we can learn how we can support the work of the government in this space.
Of course, I will meet with the honourable gentleman and like I say, any colleagues who wish to take part in this work. As somebody who represents a large and diverse community myself, I have to say that it would be the Pakistani part of my community who have been most fervent in wanting the truth to come out, because there is harm to them that has been done by the the alleged wokeness that has been talked about. And I take this opportunity as well as I finish this statement to say that we not just have to make sure that we have the facts and not feel squeamish about the perpetrators, but I want to say that I have met victims of this crime, in fact, on 6 a.m. on Monday morning, victims of this crime who are black, white, Asian, and we mustn't be silencing those victims by only ever talking about one type of victim. The victimhood in group-based abuse is not just one type. Apart from one thing, they were all girls. Iqbal Mohammed.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I would like to pay tribute to the Minister for work and thank her for her statement. Madam Deputy Speaker,
I don't know if you heard that.
This crime.
I don't know if you heard that. Now, this is the psyop that they do. This is the psyop. This is the mind control that they do. I'm sure the people at home who are watching this, just kindly watching this normally, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, the Pakistani people have been doing everything. You heard her. She said that the Pakistanis in her constituent have been doing everything, every single thing to help with the grooming gang. I mean, like, really? Was I born yesterday? Even if I was, I think that's enough time for me to know the truth. Like, what? So she's claiming that, hey, the people who have been very vocal are Pakistanis about grooming gang. What? You are the same person that you call yourself safeguarding minister. In January, you wanted to suppress and you did not want to call for national inquiry. And you want to say, hey, it's the Pakistanis that's been very vocal about grooming gang. So yeah, we have to include them and stop talking about them as perpetrator. Talk to them talk about them with them being the most vocal people. I mean, what the heck? Give me a break, Jesse Phillip. What the heck? So this is the psyop that they're running, and it's working very well. I mean, let me ask you, when's the last time you heard the story about grooming gang on national TV? When was the last time? Yesterday? Last week? Last month? Like, give me a guess. Let me actually go to the chat. I want to see what you guys think. When's the last time you tuned into a local news and you seen something about grooming gang? Yeah, I'm gonna wait if I have to. So, yeah, never, right? well, obviously you heard about it in January when Elon Musk was vocal about it, when everybody, December, January, you heard about it because everybody was vocal, everybody was calling it out, and it was public, and it was good that that was the thing that everybody was talking about. It was great in January. Then it went down, but February came up a little bit. Then it went down until they announced national inquiry because there was a lot of pressure. And then ever since then, the only national inquiry we talk about is about Rupert Lowe's national inquiry. That's it. It's the little crew that is building to talk about it. That's it. And maybe if you tune into individuals who solely talk about that, like individuals like Raja Mir, and he's pretty cool about it. He's pretty good with it. And he spreads his information far and wide, which is, I think I really do respect him for that. Apart from that, you've not heard it on TV the past 2 weeks. Nobody talks about it anymore. And now the psyop is that, hey, the perpetrators are the ones who are talking about it the most. That's what they want to push in your brain now. And I think that's disingenuous to everybody's mind. And yeah, I think that's a problem. That needs fixing. Yeah, so here's what Raja Mills tweeted with about this this video itself, about these guys trying to change people's mind and make people believe that the Pakistanis were the ones who are vocal about national inquiry and the grooming gang. So here's Raja Mills. Raja Mills says, I have 3 questions I would like to consider. First one, do you believe the government would have voluntarily agreed to a national inquiry without years of relentless sacrifice from survivors, campaigners who refuse to be silenced? That's one question. I think we all know the answer for that. If there was not individuals like Tommy Robinson, or individuals who victims, survivors, campaigners, local grassroots type of campaigns, I think, yeah, we would not be here today. Everybody will probably be like, we would not talk about it. So yeah, that question is, I think everybody can answer the first question. Well, second question, Raja Mills asks, do you believe the national inquiry will actually hold public office, police officers, politicians accountable to enabling the industrial scale of gang rape? I don't know if I should say that on YouTube. Gang rope, they say. I don't know if that's... you can't really say the word anymore. The censorship machine is listening. Yeah, the gang rape of children. Yeah, do you believe they'll hold each other accountable? I'm not sure about that. Yeah, they always defend each other, so probably not. And Raja Mills asked the last question. Do you trust that Shabana Mahmood and Jesse Phillip would deliver justice? That one is a powerful one. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to get justice here? Yeah. Yeah, obviously, that's something that we're going to have to see. We'll see. Maybe they might change their mind and be like, hey, we should care about these girls as well. Maybe. But right now, for what we've seen, no. I don't think they're going to deliver justice, and I don't trust them that they will. But hey, I would like to be surprised. I'm not throwing the baby out of the bathwater right now. I would like to be surprised. I want them to surprise me, because that's what I want. Now, that's the story. That's the story about grooming gang. So we just spoke about that. Now let's cover another story today, which obviously I did promise you that I don't want to talk about this. I feel this is like something that you can find. I think this is more gossipy, like the people are just gossiping. I don't want to do all these gossiping. I want to give you real news, real story, something that will impact your life. So I want to give you that. I don't want to give you 2 guys arguing. No, we don't care about them. So I'm going to skip it. And if you want to go and look it somewhere else, it's about the inside fighting with Alex Phillip, Ben Habib, Nigel Farage, Reform UK, and they're all fighting. And you got individuals on Talk TV, you got individuals on GB News silencing Ben Habib, and Ben Habib is claiming that, hey, I've been silenced, hey, nobody's inviting me on a show. I reached out to him, invite him on a show. Obviously, I'm not that big for him. Well, not now. I'm sure he's going to be begging for the show very soon. But hey, yeah, he's going to come on the show maybe one day. If he sees my message, I'll be really glad to have him on. But he's claiming that GB News, Talk TV, the people on the right have basically banned him from coming on the show. And Alex Phillip, obviously, she's very vocal about this, saying, hey, that advanced UK should not exist. Obviously, she's not saying that as word, but I'm butchering what she's saying. But she's not in favor of another right-wing party. So she doesn't want that. So, yeah, she doesn't want that. So they're just fighting each other. And yesterday, she said something about Ben Habib being mentally ill and he needs to go to the NHS. I think that's when it explodes. So you can go and search it up. I just gave you all the description so you can go and find out. Now let's talk about this other one. This one is more important. This one is like important because France is bracing, like the French government is bracing for a terror attack within hours. I'm talking hours. Maybe it's done now. Maybe it's already happened. But I'm talking hours right now if it's not happened yet. After this video came out of Islamists threatening to set fire on the church. It's a historical church. I mean, talk about threats. Yeah, this is one. So a Muslim terror group in France. Yeah, by the way, yes, they do have a terror group in France. So yeah, a Muslim terror group in France has posted a video on social media to threat to burn down the Notre Dame if their brother Abraham is not released from prison. And who's their brother, Barak? Can you tell me a little bit about their brother? I will tell you. I will. Brace yourself for an impact because this one's like, yeah, this one's serious, folks. So the brother is currently serving a life sentence without parole for attacking 3 people, leaving them dead. One of them who he beheaded, meaning he, like, yeah, I can't really talk about that much because obviously that's that's crazy. So I want to show you the video of these guys masked up in France, and they're holding fire, and they got this church, this historical building, and they're like, hey, if you don't release the brother, we're gonna burn this. And now the French government, well, obviously it's collapsing now, but the French institution, the counter-terrorism institution, are literally, yeah, they are working 12-hour shifts to make sure this doesn't happen, and they are doing everything they can. This is what happens when you just, yeah, when you let these guys freely to do anything they want in your country. This is what happens. Now you start panicking. You don't know when you should sleep. You don't know when you should blink, because anytime right now that church could catch fire if their brother who killed 3 people, beheading 1, is not released. Yeah, watch this video.
نطالب الحكومة الفرنسية بإطلاق سراح أخينا إبراهيم العيساوي.
Read the subtitle as is.
من إطلاق سراحه فإن غضب الله سيحل على شعبكم هنا في فرنسا. ستحرق كنائسكم القذرة بإذن الله. نطالب الحكومة الفرنسية بإطلاق سراح أخينا إبراهيم العيساوي. إذا لم يتم إطلاق سراحه فإن غضب الله سيحل على شعبكم هنا في فرنسا. ستحرق كنائسكم القذرة بإذن الله.
Okay, I hope you heard that, because I just seen it come. I hope you heard that, because I just seen a comment saying, hey, there's no sound. I hope you really got to hear what these guys said. So if you didn't, let me try to break it down for you, because yeah, the arrogance in these guys. No sound, Barak. Really? Like, there was no sound? You couldn't hear that? What? I hope you did, because a lot of people, you didn't hit. Oh man, it's gonna be a long to go back. Hey, anyone, did you hate that video? Comment down below. Yes, no, yes, yes, yes. Did you hate that video that we just watched together here? I hope you did. So let's move on. If you haven't, if you didn't, let me know so I can play it again. I could hear it. All right, perfect. That was sound. Great. Thank you so much. Now, I want to read you what went on. So, this is Abraham. He has a lot of names. He has about 3 names, and his name is spelled different all the time. I actually don't know what the heck France got themselves into, like having these guys in the place, threatening them that they're gonna bomb their country and set buildings on fires if they don't release their criminal. It's like, what? That's the next, like, top stuff, like serious stuff. Now, let's read this story real quick for those people who did not hear the video. So, this threat recently made headlines that sparked serious concerns across France. The video circulating online shows masked individual identified as Islamic extremists threatened to burn down the Notre Dame cathedral in Paris unless Ibrahim Assaoui, I think that's how you say his name. I hope. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's a criminal. I don't need to say his name right. No respect for him. Hey, Hassan or Ibrahim. Sorry. Now, his name is spelled so that they has so many different names. The Ibrahim is spelled different to the first one that I just read, and there's another way of spelling. So you spell, there's one that's Ibrahim, and there's one Ibrahim, and there's one that's Brahim. So if the French police are chasing for these guys, they're gonna have to like figure out who they find. So this guy has 3 different names, and it's confirmed as well that he has these names. Yeah, that's insane. I don't know why you would let somebody have all these names. They can easily just change their identity, but it's still Ibrahim. So this video is circulating online, and they are asking Ibrahim to be released from prison. Ibrahim is currently serving a life sentence from a brutal knife attack at Notre Dame in Nice on October 29th, 2020. The attack left 3 people dead, including one of the victims who was beheaded. The French authorities they've classified this as this video that I just showed you. They've classified this video as an act of Islamic terrorism. The video, which has gone viral, featured individuals speaking in Arabic, demanding Ibrahim to be released, warning a divine retribution, and threatening against the church in France. And in response, the Paris police have ramped up security around the dam, around the cathedral, including roadblocks, control access, and they've increased patrol around the area. Yeah, so this is serious, folks. Yeah, so Paris is waiting. They're bracing for an impact. They don't know how big it will be, but they know it's coming. And they obviously know this group exists. So they didn't exist for doing nothing. I'm sure they exist because they did something before. So yeah, this is what Paris is getting if they don't release a criminal who killed 3 people in 2020. Yeah, that is insane. The fact that these guys want somebody who killed and beheaded people in Nice, yeah, it just shows you how arrogant and how, what's the word? They act with impunity now, where they feel like there's not sort of like there's nobody checking them. There's nobody to stop them. And that's the problem where we are today. So that needs fixing. That's Paris for you. I don't know. Is there any sort of videos that I need to report from there? So that's the only thing right now. So if it happens, I'll come back. I'll report it to you guys. But right now, Paris is bracing for an impact. So we don't know how big it will be. I hope nothing happens. But hey, I don't know. I can only report what happens. So right now, this video has happened, and the police officers, they're grabbing anything they can. They're patrolling every single inch of the in Paris to make sure this doesn't happen. So we'll see how successful they are on both sides. Everybody has a mission here. The Paris police has a mission to stop this from happening and arrest these guys. And these guys have a mission to burn the church down, which is probably not going to be the first time, because we see videos from Paris of buildings being burned down. So yeah, it's not going to be the first time. Now, in another news, this is like one of the biggest news today. Well, then the next one, there's two biggest news. This is the biggest news today. The last two, which I'm going to cover right now, are the biggest one today. Now, let's talk about this little country, right? This little country you can't find on a map. So if I was to get like this little thing here, the world atlas, if I was to get this and I wanted to go through the, so many pages. So let's try to get into the proper world map. Do they even have one? Oh, they have separate ones. So it's gonna be really difficult. I just want the whole map. Yeah. Now, if you were to try look where this little country is, this country goes by the name of Nepal. If you was trying to see, maybe you get your mouse to China a little bit. You get, you zoom in. Then you zoom in, you see India, you see Bangladesh, you zoom in again, you probably see Burma, and you see all these other countries, and you zoom in again, and then you get to see Nepal. That's right, they are very, very small. I think the population is, what's the population of this country anyway? Let's find out. Okay, now the keyboard. Alright, so yeah, it's only 29 million people, so it's very small, like very tiny, like we are like 2.5 times bigger than them. So, but here's what these guys are doing. Now let me read you what's going on. Let me give you the full breakdown, and then I'm gonna show you the video that's emerging from there. It's extremely I don't know how to say about it, but yeah, it's dangerous what the government tried to do and what the people are doing right now. I mean, they've achieved their mission, but they are going above and beyond. Now, give me a second. So let's talk about Nepal now. So you see this little country, right? So protesters in Nepal have erupted into one of the most intense youth-led uprising in the country's modern history. And the reason behind it is because of this. What triggered this protest was the government imposed a ban on 26 major social media platforms. So yeah, 26. And that included Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp, and they wanted to like shut everybody down. No more social media for all these guys. So obviously, this happened in September 4th. So just 5 days ago, so not long ago. So that was implemented. The ban was justified by the government as a way to combat fake account and hate speech. Yeah, apparently hate speech and fake account was a big problem, so they needed to shut down 26 major social media platforms. And one of the reasons also why they wanted to shut them down is because they asked the social media platforms to go and set up have like a building business that they can hire and recruit and contribute to the economy that way as well, apart from just online contribution. So they wanted a building, so they wanted maybe Facebook to go and set up a building and recruit the people from Nepal. So that was also another reason. Now, then what happened then is obviously a lot of young people, if let's say, young people on Snapchat, they're on YouTube, they're on X, they're on Facebook. I mean, everybody's on Facebook. Come on, let's be honest. There's billions of people on Facebook. Yeah, everybody's on Facebook, on X, YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp. I mean, WhatsApp, for the aunties, I'm sure those guys were terrified. So the young guys, they created this big movement. It was one of the largest movements driven by Gen Z activists, students, and young professionals, many between the age of 14 and 28. Woo! Talk about revolution. Okay. The next thing that happened, it began, it was peaceful protests. They were just protesting, trying to get this thing, stopped. Then it quickly escalated after our security forces responded with tear gas, rubber bullets, and even live ammunition, resulting into 21. Now it's been confirmed that it's 22 people dead and over 500 injured. So after that, yeah, everything else was just like, oh God, everything was on fire. I'm talking everything. I'm talking the parliament was on fire. They were brutally beaten ministers. Yeah, I'm talking ministers, not just small little MPs. Ministers. They killed an MP's wife. They burnt her alive. I'm talking they did every single crazy thing. And the Prime Minister had to resign today. Yeah, he was not ready for Tuesday. He had to resign today. Almost all the MPs, the ministers have resigned. And now they're probably going to get a general election. Because everything's on fire. And they're going to get a general election and they're going to try to build again. And people will be back on their social media. Wow. Now, there's a lot of videos, as you can see by the description, as you can tell by the description I just gave out. There's a lot of video to show you. Of course, I'm not going to show you everything because there's a lot of, people getting shot, people dying, minister's wife dying, being burnt alive while everybody's filming. Yeah, it's tough ones. But I want to show you the ones that I can show you. So let's start with let's see. So I want to show you this video of the government building being set on fire. Check this out. Brace yourself for an impact. So that's the parliamentary building being set on fire. Wow. Yeah. Oh God. So obviously they messed around and found out. I'm not in support of obviously killing people and stuff. But the Gen Zs, the young people, they realized that they had the power. They went out there and they just burnt everything. And all the MPs, all the ministers had to run away. Now, I want to quickly read a little bit more about this situation because I don't want to spread any sort of false information. So I want the people who are out there who rely on, I know a lot of you guys rely on getting real information from this channel. So I always want to make sure I give you the real nuggets. Now, some of you guys might be asking, Barak, why did this thing escalate? Like, why are they burning people? Not because they want to, but why are they setting things on fire and stuff? But, here's why it happens. The reason... Sorry, guys. The reason why... I should wait and drink first. I think we should get sponsorship from this company. I drink this water every single day. If you go in my fridge right now, there's like a big pack of it. Yeah, we need to be sponsored by these guys. I'm always drinking them online as well, live as well. So reason why this thing escalated. First one was because of corruption and nepotism, especially on the so-called Nepal babies is, I don't know what that is, but it's there. It's the politician elites. They call themselves Nepal babies. Wow, so talk about a name, talk about a slogan. So they are Nepalese babies. So these are the politicians, these are the political elites. And the second reason why this thing escalated is because unemployment and lack of opportunity. So obviously if a lot of young people, especially 14 to 28, they don't have jobs, lack of opportunity, guess what they are doing? They're probably becoming influencers online. They're probably just relying on watching TikTok, YouTube, and all these things, and just watch that. And if you want to introduce of taking that away, I mean, this is what you get. And the next thing that the third reason why this thing escalated is because foreign influence in the Nepalese governments. So apparently there was a lot of outsiders who were infiltrating the government, and these guys wanted that to stop. They wanted to put their own people first, and I don't blame them for that. Now again, police brutality and suppression of freedoms of speech. Free speech was obviously suppressed, and police brutality, they thought they could do anything they want. So this is the reason why it escalated. Now, of course, the MPs have resigned. The Prime Minister, Sharma Oil, has resigned. The Home Minister and several cabinet ministers have also resigned. The protests even stormed the government building and set it on fire, which obviously I've just showed you. Now, I got a video I want to show you. Is one of the ministers. Yeah, one of the ministers, they were beating him. I hope this video is okay for me to show you on YouTube. It's not brutal, it's not bad. But yeah, they were chasing him around and stuff. So watch this clip. So that's the minister here. They've taken his top. He's not naked, but they've taken his top off him and he's running. And everybody is beating him. Everybody. They are embarrassing him. They're like showing, hey, we are the boss. You try to take out social media? Are you silly? So, yeah, that's one of the ministers. So, we can all agree that the people in Nepal did not agree. They did not want what the government was doing to them. And that's what they did. So... this is where we are. This is where we are. That's what they're doing. Let's see if I got one more clip. I believe I got another clip that I can show you. Let me see from the studio room. No, I don't think I got another clip. No, I don't have another clip. So that's all for Nepal. That's all the stories that's coming from there. So if anything emerges, I'm going to report it tomorrow. But right now, that's all we have from Nepal. Now, I did say I got a strong message to the ladies. I always do. Yeah. And I want you guys to watch this video very carefully, because I'm gonna read out what happened to this lady. I believe this story, I believe you know about this. It's the same story. A lady goes in a bus and then she never makes it out alive. Or maybe we can say a lady can go in a train, never makes it out alive. Or all these public transport. So I got a message for the ladies. A lot of I see the chats here is full of ladies. So I appreciate you guys. I really respect you for what you're doing. And I think ladies should be, a lot of girls should try to join the into politics and have fun with it and enjoy the game, because a lot of things that these MPs push, they usually try to suppress females' rights. So I think females should be fighting on that, not having a guy fighting for you. I think your pain more. You should go in the parliaments and fight it. Now, wow, I want to show you this video of a young Ukrainian lady who went into a bus in Charlotte in America. It's a Ukrainian refugee, by the way. So she survived Putin. She ran away from Putin. Maybe she stood unfazed when she seen the drones coming. She defeated them and she went to America seeking refuge. And so she won against Putin. So she thought she was going to be safe in America. So she went there and she was working And I believe at nighttime, getting the bus, she, gets in the bus to go back home. And then this is what happened after. Yeah, it's scary where we are today. We're getting in the bus. It's like a death wish. But here's the video I want you to watch. It's extremely alarming, so viewer discretion advised. Because what you will see here, I mean, you won't unsee it because it's a very bad video and it's being captured on video. So obviously it's a video. That's why it's catching on. It's a video that's not like, oh, this is an old video. This must be, very old. No, this is like recent. It's 4K. Watch this clip. So that's what. So actually, let me let you watch the full video. So I'm gonna keep it looping so then you can see. So now this girl goes into the bus. She sits behind a black guy, career criminal, monster, who has been convicted and been in jail 14 times. I don't know why they would let somebody out their country, out to the civic world after being jailed 14 times. I mean, 14 times. I mean, damn. I mean, you are the Ronaldo of crime. You are a legend of crime. And I don't know why they would keep him out and think, oh yeah, he's done it 14 times. He's been jailed 14 times. Guess what? I'm sure the 5th time he won't do anything. He doesn't want to go the 5th time, does he? So of course, he's been in jail 14 times. He went out there. This young Ukrainian lady, blonde, beautiful lady, I might add, goes into the bus. She sits behind this monster. As soon as she sits behind him, he gets a knife and stabs her in the neck. And then that was it for her. See, she sits behind him. As soon as she sits and relaxes, she's on the phone. Guess what? Look what happens next. Look what he's gonna do. Like it's like he brings out a knife, he unfolds it, and right into the neck. So yeah. Yeah, that's where we are today. So for the ladies who take public transport, for the ladies who go work and rely to take the bus, rely to take the train, please just watch out your surrounding. I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy to always look around your shoulder. I know I do it as well. I know there's not a lot of good people out there. So if I'm outside, I'm always paranoid. I never go outside anyway. I'm always at home. I like doing my business at home, online stuff done. When I do go outside, I always watch out my shoulder because maybe it could be a supporter or maybe it could be a hater. Anybody can come at me. So I always watch my shoulders. And I never wear my AirPods when I'm outside. Never wear my AirPods. Why am I gonna put my AirPods on and be, and feel like I'm safe and go around and bubbling my head? No, of course not. I take out my AirPods so I can hear anything. If the guy's gonna come at me, I wish it's too loud. I hope his steps are heavy so I can hear their stop. Maybe I can dodge. So I don't put my AirPods on. So for the ladies who are watching this, please be careful when you're out there. Be careful when you walk in the bus. I mean, I know it's not easy for you to start looking at, who should I sit next to? Who's bad here? I know it's not easy, but trust your conscience. Trust what your gut is telling you. If you see a couple guys at the very back, don't go. Just stand in front of the door. That's it. If you have to stand in front of the door, just stand in front of the door. Assuming you're getting the bus. If you're getting the train, yeah, especially in London, yeah, man, even worse. Fuck. Oh God, yeah. I rather get in the buses in London rather than train. The tubes are fast, but oh God, they are like dangerous. The amount of sexual assault that happens in those places is terrifying. So please be careful when you get in the bus, because that Ukrainian lady, she had a future, bright future ahead of her, waiting for her. She ran away from the war country, from Putin. She won against Putin. She didn't die there. She won. She defeated Putin. She made it to the United States. She got in a bus. And that was it. What's the reason? Nothing. She didn't even do anything. It's not like she was out there shouting random stuff. No, she got in a bus. And she put her headphone, I think, not headphone, but she sat down and got comfortable. And that was it. So please, yeah, watch out wherever you are, whenever you are out there. Please take care of yourself, because, I mean, it's the only thing you have. And of course, rest in peace to the lady. The media have tried their best to basically stop us from reporting this story. Even Wikipedia has basically said she doesn't exist. Local news in America are reporting this, but the big news are not reporting, like the big TV, like the big the big channels. They were forced to report this because there's a lot of influencers speaking about it, and that's why they were forced to talk about it, because obviously they need to capitalize the market, the viewership. So that's why they talk about it. If nobody spoke about it, we would not know about this lady. So be careful. And when you're out there, always watch around. Always be aware of your surrounding. I know it's not hard, but please, ladies, yeah, do that. But I think that's it for today. 1 hour and 42 minutes of broadcasting. I think we've shattered the censorship machine. Of course, we always do. This was a loud broadcast. I mean, I did say I was gonna get to Trump, but I don't want to get into Trump. That's like, may every day be another wonderful secret. I don't want to get into Trump, but there's a lot of stories I'm gonna cover tomorrow. A lot that didn't make it today. Of course, I can't be live for 2 hours straight. My back is sweating. I'm sweating right now. I've been talking for 2 hours straight. Like, damn, I need a rest. I'll be back again. But hey, guys, we are fighting this great war with YouTube, and what a better way of us winning. What a better way of us taking those guys down. I mean, the way we've got together, the public, you yourself, with the viewers, you've backed me. I mean, yesterday we launched this campaign to raise the money to fight YouTube, and I think we've raised over 200 and 500 pounds under a day. We launched it this time yesterday. So you can tell that you like this show. You like what we do here, and you want to support it, and that's why you're supporting. So I want to say thank you so much for funding the fight to stay on air. It's a huge fight. It's a fight that I don't want to lose. It's a fight that I want to keep fighting. So, yeah, it's a great fight, and we have to win, because this will set a crazy precedent. Because what will happen next is small influencers like myself, or I'm sure some guys is also getting censored out there. They'll also follow through and they'll fight as well. So I'm glad that I got to know that I'm not by myself. I'm with lovely patriots around the world. A lot of you guys are from the UK, but we have so many people from, around the world, United States, in EU and all these places. So I want to say thank you for all your support. But we're not done yet. They're still coming. They're coming hard. I mean, they got 17 days to respond to our, to basically our punch. I hope they don't punch back. I hope they just come out and be like, hey, all right, have it your way. I hope so, but obviously it's never easy. So we're prepared to take them down, obviously, to go through this big fight. But they got 14 days to respond to us, to respond about the censorship, to respond about monetizing the channel, and to respond to let the channel get at least 100 subscribers more, at least 100 people watching. Look, there's 25 people watching right now. I'm doing this for you guys. I mean, seeing even with 2 people, 1 person, that is enough for me. But I want to compete with the big guys, and I think the only way to compete with the big guys, if they make it fair, if they let us compete as well. It's not just about monetization. They if they're not gonna give monetization, at least let the channel grow. At least let me compete. Let me compete with the GB News. Let me compete with Talk TV. Let me compete with CNN. Let me compete with the big guys, the BBC of the world. I want to compete with those guys. But obviously, if you're censoring me and you have your knee on my neck, how am I supposed to fly? You gotta let me loose, YouTube. So of course, we're gonna take the great fight and we're gonna win. Of course, I believe we're fighting Goliath. I'm David. I'm going to use whatever I have. And what a better way to defeat these guys with people like yourself. I'm going to use you guys together and we're going to fight. Yeah, the Goliath, YouTube, they have a lot of resources. And we don't have that much resources. We don't have the manpower. But we're going to use what we have. The people, the patriots, the people who listen, the people who tune in and sit down and watch me for 2 hours straight. We're going to go out there and defeat these guys and win. We're going to defeat Goliath. We're going to use whatever we have. If that means we're using a camcorder, if that means we're using what you call that camera? A webcam. If that means we have to use a webcam to defeat these guys, we will. We don't have to have the big machines. We will defeat these guys. And I want to say thank you so much for helping me out. I know we're going to win. And if you haven't donated, if you haven't funded the fight, please consider supporting. And it doesn't have to be financial. You can just share this video to someone. Share this video to a group chat. Share this video to a mom's group. Whatever you have, share this thing. Like this video. Share this. Obviously, share it, like it, comment, do all that. Because it tells the censorship machine that there's people who like this sort of thing that we do here. And we're going to win. So, it's been a blast. I enjoyed it today. I had fun reporting. Of course, I'm a little bit crusty. I've not been doing this for very long. Well, I've not done it for like 3 months straight. But I'm coming back doing regular live streams, regular reporting. But hey, it's going to come back. I know it will. But I enjoyed it today. But without further ado, thank you so much for being here with me today. Episode 2. And I'll see you tomorrow for episode 3. If you have any questions ahead of tomorrow's live, send it to the emails. The email I believe is on the description. So without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Hand to the head salute for supporting the channel and for always being here with us. Salute to you. Bye bye. Attention. This is not just a normal t-shirt. This is your battle armor in this war against lies and manipulation and deception. And when you wear this t-shirt, you are not just making a statement. You are drawing a line in the sand. And you're saying, I will not be silenced. I will not be bought. And I will not be steered. Every thread in this t-shirt screams defiance. Every letter of I found the truth, not propaganda. Or maybe every letter of the nation needs to know is a rally cry out for independent thinkers, disruptors, the people who refuse to bend to the mainstream media narrative. We need your fund, and this is your chance to stand up, to speak out and fund the fight for the truth. Don't just wear it like a regular t-shirt. You have to live it. The nation needs to know you're gonna live it. Yes, please. I need you to fuel the resistance. Be the reason why the truth survive in this country. Please get yours at thebarakashow.com. And thank you so much for keeping us on air. Thank you.
In the shadow of the digital gulag, we fire up the truth cannon and blast through the lies.
And the show host, Baraka Amuri.
Ladies and gentlemen, patriots, truth seekers, digital warriors. As you already know, this is not just a regular broadcast. This is the Operation Airways Liberation. And of course, it's on the surge. The algorithm are trying to top us. The shadow banning our content and the gatekeeper of this narrative are doing every single thing they can to take us down. But guess what? We are still here and we are not going anywhere. I'm only 23 years old. I'm just getting started. And if you stand with us, this is your moment to strike back. Every pound that you've donated is a bullet in the chamber of truth. And every patron that you've pledged is a shield against this censorship. And every supporter, every subscriber is a soldier in this war of this information. And of course, we are building a channel that exposes and shakes the institution. We are rallying community to refuse to be gaslit. We are exposing predators. We are exposing cover-up. We are exposing the corruption. And they hate us for that. Of course, we're not funded by billionaires. We're being funded by you since the beginning. And if you want this voice to stay on air, if you want this resistance to grow louder, stronger, and unstoppable, this is your time to act. Don't wait until I'm gone. Don't wait until the live stream gets cut mid-sentence. Click the link in the description. Become the resistant. Become a sustaining member of the Baraka Show. Fund the war. Fund this enigma machine that we're building, that will counter narrative, destroy the bias, and expose the real nuggets to you live and direct. Because if we fall, they win. And I promised you I won't let that happen. But trust me guys, they're getting very, very close. They are getting so close. And of course, this is not charity. This is a warfare for information. This is survival. This is victory. And I need you to fund this war. Join the resistance, fuel the fight, and keep us on air. Click the first link in the description. Thank you so much.
And the show host, Baraka